So in this video, I want to do a trade review on a few currency positions. First up, short the Australian dollar against the US dollar. I'm going to hold this position. On a long-term monthly chart, this Australian dollar against the US dollar position looks fantastic from a bearish perspective. this is a ridiculous head and shoulders, long-term head and shoulders forming. It's also just broke through some pretty decent support levels. That can be the neckline of the head and shoulders. It's broken through that from a long-term monthly perspective. From a fundamental perspective, you could potentially make a case for a weak Australian economy or a weakening Australian economy. Those clowns in politics have decided to try and go for twin surpluses, which is a terrible way to stimulate your economy when the global outlook is not looking too great, especially if the trade war escalates, because that is going to have a very direct impact on Australia, considering how linked Australia and China are in terms of trade. So what's bad for China could potentially be bad for Australia. The flip side of that is, if the trade war really does escalate and China does really experience issues, potentially they could be trying to stimulate their economy and thereby actually buy more resources from Australia. So who knows what could happen. All I'm seeing right now is there's just huge long-term head and shoulders pattern staring me in the face, and I'm holding on to a small profit in my trade right now. So I'm not going to add to it for now, but just going to hold it and try my luck with that. Now the next trade I want to talk about is the US dollar against the Swiss franc. Now once again, I'm looking to hold this. From a long-term perspective, it does look like there's a very nice breakout pattern forming, a 10-year breakout pattern forming. I don't have a lot on the position anyway. I've been stung by this one a few times, so I don't really want to add to the position, just because I don't feel like I'll be able to trade it in a rational manner. Now, in terms of the two currencies, I've got 2% on the Australian dollar against the US dollar, which is why I'm not looking to add to it. And I've only got 0.67% on the US dollar against the Swiss franc, which is why I'm just looking to hold. And I wouldn't really be adding to it until that long-term monthly breakout really does form, and then that's when I'll potentially add to it. So it's not really looking like anything just yet, but potentially it may be a good position to build later on. So thank you for listening.